guys, welcome back to Seduced by the Rhythm. We're going to be playing episodes 8 and 9 again. Honestly, I tried to record this on Friday. I had another problem with the freaking audio. I'm going to get this right at some point. At some point. It's always like a little bit of a hitch, especially with this game. So I had to replay it. Yeah, I was just stressed this weekend. So no, that didn't happen. So finally finished replaying it just now, and now I'm ready to start. So it says, New York greets the crew with new shenanigans, problems, and passions. Yeah, okay. These next 2 episodes, it's going to be a lot to unpack. To unpack, I think. Chapter 8, Hello, New York. The New York afternoon gave the crew a warm welcome. Bright sun, a melting pot of people, even the Statue of Liberty seemed different, special. The crews that made it to the final stage of the contest were accommodated in one of the coolest New York hotels in Manhattan. Whoa! They stare at the scope and decoration of the massive lobby with curiosity and delight. It's quite spacious. Nah, there really aren't any words to describe it. It's amazing here. Brandon went straight to the reception desk to figure out rooms out. Thank you for coming with me. How could I not, sweetie? Mocking Vanessa's voice under her breath. How could I not, sweetie? Hey, I don't know why she's still upset about this. I don't care about Justin. Like, at all. Oh, also one thing I did when I replayed, I wasn't enjoying the passion route, actually, so I decided to switch to the skill route instead. The biggest reason I didn't like the passion route is because people kept touching me without asking. Like, Brandon, not Brandon, Justin kept running up to me and, like, touching me during the shows to, like, whatever. Like, that wasn't okay. I felt like my choices in commentary were a little strange. I don't know. I'd already been intrigued by the skill route, so I just went back and did the skill route instead. So we're on a slightly different path here. Joseph and Christian, standing next to the choreographer, could barely contain their laughter. Why are you like that? Too much cheese. Oh, really? Shut up, both of you. Okay. I'm really glad you're okay with me coming. Under her breath, apparently there wasn't any need to ask me. No one asked me either. Brandon. For the first time, Brandon's words made Melody genuinely smile. Jeez. Melody, they're asking for you at the desk. What's up? You're our team's official representative in the contest, so you get to pick a room for yourself. For real? Uh-huh. Well then, let it be. Okay, so we have a luxe room. Then we're gonna go backwards. It's gonna be our standard room. And then we have a fancy presidential suite, which I like, and I also like that it was like, what, 30 gems? It wasn't an arm and a leg, and I think that's a good improvement. So go ahead and snag that. Yes, very excited about that. In that case, give me the best they have. I like your style. If I have an opportunity to pick any room, obviously I'll go with the best option. That's the way to live. Oh my gosh. Claire, do you want to stay in my room? I thought you never asked. Of course I do, babe. Great then. Wait, what? Oh, you're staying in one room? Questions, Betty? Just wondering. Quit wondering, try thinking. Oh my god! Claire's on fire, dude. Are you two like an item? Yes, we are. Interesting. Why are we only learning it now? Oh, because it's none of your fucking business? How about that? Whoa, do I take a hint of jealousy? Don't worry, I won't steal her over to my crew. Yet. Claire, guys, it's a long story. I'm sure you'll be fine. We'll see. By the way, do you have any place to unwind and relax here? And preferably have a drink. Just not a restaurant. Sure, there's a private club at our hotel you can visit from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Perfect. Why are people always clubbing? Where is it? Top floor. You step up from the elevator right into the club. Cool. Do you mean... Yeah, we'll finally have some rest. Let's all meet up there tonight. What's taking so long? We're here to check into our rooms and listen to you chit-chat? Oh, Miranda, I'm sorry. I forgot you were there. Check-in's right there. The Queens of Spades approached the desk lazily. Christian path of high authority. Christian and Joseph shared a look and the rest of the group furrowed their brows nervously. Ladies, would you like to join us for tonight's get-together? Huh? What get-together? They turned to the dancers interested in what they had to say. We're throwing a little party, you know, to relax and unwind a bit. I'm sure we're not the only ones who've been stressed lately. Wow, that sounds like fun. I don't know if I got a picture of Lucy yet. Miranda, Claire, come on, let's go. I'm in. What do you think? I guess it's fine. Is your choreographer okay with it? I'm standing right here. You can ask me. How do I know if and when you want to talk to me? I'm okay with it, sure. We'll be expecting you at 7 p.m. in the club upstairs. Wonderful. Thanks for the invitation, guys. You're the coolest. Lucy, are you coming or what? See you. She seems nice. She seems nice. Okay, so I'm guessing all that nonsense that happened with Miranda, we're just leaving it back there. Yeah, I don't know. Who's that? Charles' group? I don't think they would be as okay with just moving on about it, saying that they actually got kicked out because of her shenanigans, but look, I've already proven myself in a dance battle, so I'm not too worried about it. I guess I should get ready for the party. Let's start with the hairdo. Alrighty then. I didn't really like that one. I ended up going with this one. Yeah, so I don't really like the bob either. And now the outfit. So last time, I ended up choosing this one first, which was skill. But it was time when I was on the passion route, so I had to go back and grab this one. I was a little peeved, but it's okay. Then of course you have your daily look, but nah. Finally get the one that I wanted in the first place. On the skill route. Boom. Phew, much better now. What do you think? You're so impossibly sexy? Oh, am I? Absolutely. I hope no one steals you. If they try to call me, I'll beat them up. Claire, can we talk? She was confused by her serious air, but she still answered. Something's wrong, Melody? No, everything's fine. It's just... Melody sat down on the bed and crossed her arms. Spill the beans. I want to know more about you. After all, we're, well, together? Yes. That's interesting. So, what do you want to know, babe? You. Everything about you. Be more specific, please. Tell me... Okay. Last time I chose... How did you choose dancing as your path? And she said that her parents put her in ballet when she was a kid, and then in college, I think she was like roommates with Lucy, and they went to a party to go and dance, and they were like kind of showing her stuff, and then they met up with Miranda, and Miranda decided that, you know, they should go and get into a group, and that's how they became a crew, all stuff like that. So I'm wondering if I should ask a different question, since I already know the answer to that one. How about future plans? That could be interesting. Oh, just like that? If you don't want to answer, you can... No, I can't skip this question. It's important. I'm thinking of starting a solo career soon. Are you saying you're going to leave the Queens of Spades? Why are you so surprised, Melody? It's not like I'm going to run around contests and shake my booty with the girls until I'm old. Although it could actually be rather interesting when I'm like 70. They laughed. If everything goes fine, I'll take you with me on a journey. Whoa, a journey? Well, that sounds interesting. It does. I've wanted to see the world ever since I was a kid, and it'll be much nicer with you by my side. You know what? I like this plan. Cool. I like that plan too. I had no doubt. Alright, okay. So we got some nice little tidbits about Claire. Sorry. So now we know a little bit about her backstory, and we got to also know a little bit about where she's going in the future. So enough of the serious talk. Let's go have fun. Of course, off we go. Laughing, they left the room. They got to the last floor of the hotel and stepped into the hotel's elite club. Before tearing the dance floor apart, they decided to loosen up and have a drink. They selected the best open booth and ordered several tequila shots for each. So, are we playing or what? What game? We were thinking of playing Never Have I Ever. but instead of counting down with our fingers, we'll drink. Whoa, can you remind me of the rules? So, I say something I've never done, but if someone here has done that thing, they drink a shot. Okay, let's start. So never have I ever had any feelings for my cute crew members. A nice opening salvo. Joseph and Krista, along with Miranda and Claire, drank up. I'll get back at you. You're up, Melody. Well then, never have I ever... Last time I picked had a threesome. There was some surprising results there. Let's just do that one again. Unsurprisingly, Brandon and Miranda drank up. Their example was followed by Justin. Whoa, you're a stud, baby. Oh, he is. Okay, I think we know who that threesome was with. Carlos, you're up. Oh, I know. Never have I ever hooked up with my competition. Jerk. Melody and Claire smiled and had a shot each, and no regrets. Cheers to that. Surprisingly, Justin drank a tequila shot too. The night of surprises goes on. That's when loud, bubbly music started playing and the dancers couldn't sit still. I don't know what it is. I don't think I like this song that much. Alright, everyone, to the dance floor. Melody got up, finishing her last shot. Should have blast on the floor. Not enough fun. I want more attention. What a freak. What should I do? Step into the circle or get up on the bar counter? Let's step into the circle. Make way. Melody elbowed her way to the center of the floor. Go on, Melody. The whole club was looking at her. Bold, daring moves, grace and beauty. What else was there to ask for? She danced with everyone while they were in awe about her seemingly never-ending energy. Why does she want so much attention? I don't know. In half an hour or so, the thirst got to her, and the dancing machine required more fuel. I'd like a... How about you get some water, Sweet Pea? What is that? Get some water. You need to detox. Melody's mind wandered, absent-mindedly watching the barman mixing her drink. Mixing it is water. She felt someone's hot hands caressing her waist, so tenderly that her stomach fluttered. Oh, Claire, I missed her so much. Melody turned around and froze upon seeing. Hey there, cutie. What are you doing? Melody pushed him away, not understanding what was going on and what he had in mind. What the hell are you doing? What? Jesus, Brandon, you're drunk. Your dance was something else. I couldn't think straight. She pushed him away and turned to leave, but Brandon grabbed her wrist. Look, Brandon, let me go now. But what's going on here? Brandon, what the hell are you doing? Brandon let go of the choreographer's hand immediately and she ran to her friends. Passions were rising and the night was young. And the drama begins. Oh my gosh. Let's just keep it going. Go ahead and see the next part. This is a whole mess and a half. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to wait for 5 minutes. I don't feel like buying a teacup. So I'm just going to wait and watch an ad for one. Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me my teacup. Yes! Oh my god. Okay. That makes me feel better. Okay, here we go. Chapter 9, the breaking point. No one could figure out what was going on. The room filled with an uneasy silence. Can you explain yourself? I won't even stoop to it. Melody massaged her wrist and looked at the guys with frightened eyes. Why did you hurt her? I didn't mean to. Is he okay? Like, I'm conflicted about this one, guys. Because yeah, he had no right to do that and get all handsy like that. Like that's not okay. And being drunk is not an excuse either. But at the same time, it's like, why? At the same time, like, what was he trying to say? I feel like he was trying to say something. I don't know. Or, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one, though. I didn't think much of you from the start. Okay. That'd be real rude. But I underestimated your nastiness. Melody looked at Brandon spitefully. Don't you ever touch me again. I didn't mean to. But you did it anyway. I thought you were different. Jeez, Melody, you're such an idiot. What? So you think the rest of us are all nice and sweet? Jeez, Melody. You've been pulled by your leg this whole time. So naive, so trusting. Here goes. Brandon. What's he talking about? It doesn't matter. Let's call it a night. Let's remember that. Oh, really, Justin? Are you afraid of what I might tell her? Shut your mouth. What the hell is going on? Oh, I don't even know where to start. How about you start from the beginning? Alright then. Let's go back to the day we picked our training venue. Before choosing a dance routine, the guys brought the promised contract to the choreographer. It was a long one, but Melody still read it carefully. However, by the middle of it, she realized that there wouldn't be anything extraordinary. So looked at the dancers, noticed how calm they were, and figured out there was nothing to be afraid of. So, if we win the contest, we split the prize? Yeah, we told you that back at the club. And I agree to teach you until the contest ends. After that, we go our separate ways, right? If you don't change your mind, of course. I don't think I will. Melody signed the contract and gave it back to Justin. You haven't read it till the end. You trust us that much? Is there a reason I shouldn't? Of course not. Then I'll go change and we'll begin. So here's what happened while she was changing. She headed to the lockers room, leaving the dancers alone. I think we'll regret it. We shouldn't have done it. How did you know she wouldn't read till the end? No one ever does. Oh my good old Justin. Would you calm down? So she doesn't even get the prize? No, we'll split the million. After, as far as she's concerned, we'll see how she teaches us and if she can actually get us to the final. Then we'll decide what her paycheck will be and will there be a paycheck at all. Oof, that's rough. Besides, whether she likes it or not, Melody signed a contract that says she's obligated to work with us for the next 5 years. But what if we won't want that? We have the right to break the contract. I like that. She's coming. Let's talk about the most bullshit and vile, disgusting thing. I literally hate this entire crew, minus Carlos, because he wasn't there. That is so disgusting. Okay, and I recently replayed just to see in the beginning to know what happened. So they did all of this because he was mad that she didn't like that they were stripping in the beginning. Let's continue on. No, impossible. Is it? Justin, are you going to deny my words? Justin was silent. The choreographer's heart started beating faster, her voice trembled, and she felt tears welling up in her eyes. So we're all bastards here, Melody. Brandon turned around and walked out of the club. How do I react? Yeah, this was a passion versus skill. Let's be disappointed. Melody approached the guys and said sadly, I'm not mad. I'm not even really offended. Melody? I'm just really, really disappointed in you. Sure, I didn't like you from the start, but later I realized you were good people. I guess I was wrong. Look, people are just sometimes wrong, aren't they? I'm leaving. She ran out of the club trying to hold back her tears. Oh, for fuck. You know? And instead of like trying to come clean on his own, he was trying to tell Brandon, you know, to stuff it, not say anything. Like, when were you gonna say something? On top of that, okay, but number one, she is dumb for not reading that whole contract. Don't sign a contract you didn't read. That's number one. Especially when you're in business with somebody else or something like that, or you're signing up for, it doesn't matter, gym membership, they sneak all kind of crazy shit in there. you're buying a house, especially, read everything. As boring as it is, take your time. Just read it. Don't let nobody rush you. Read the contract. That's number one. But number two, there's no excuse for them doing this. And it's so disgusting. So disgusting. Melody stormed into her room, slamming the door behind her and sinking to the floor. How? Why? She couldn't think straight because of the liquor and the whirlwind in her mind. She couldn't even breathe. Hold on, I think I have a contract copy with me. She grabbed her suitcase and shook it, emptying its contents on her bed. Here it is. Melody flipped through the pages frantically and she found the page Brandon was talking about. As she reread it several times, it dawned on her that he was right. It's true. I can't even look at it anymore. I'll tear it apart or put it in the closet. Like I said, I'm gonna put it in the closet because I want to keep it. Just for evidence sake. I don't think it will be smart to just rip it up because, I mean, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist anymore. It'd be good to know exactly what it says. Melody opened the closet, pulled a shelf forward, and slapped the contract onto it. Just stay in there. However strong her emotions were, her rational side took over. She banged the closet door and sat down on the sofa edge, clutching her head. Hold up! Look at this whole tree! Dang! This is a nice room. I'm sorry, let me get back to the moment. For a moment, Melody recalled her parents and remembered the sister she left behind in San Francisco. I miss her so much right now. I hope she and Emily are having fun. Maybe I should call Molly? That'll help distract me. Or is it too late already? Let's go and give her a call. Melody hit the dial button and listened to the tone. Finally, there was a thin voice on the other end. Hello? My little mouse, hi. Hey, Melody. Am I calling you too late? Well, me and Emily were going to sleep. Melody couldn't bring her sister to New York, so Molly's classmates' parents agreed to let her live with them until the choreographer returned, which is really nice. Super nice of them. I won't keep you for long then. I just wanted to tell you how much I miss you. I miss you too. Are you coming back soon? Just a few days and I'll be there. Are you waiting for me? Of course. Alright, good night, sis. Bye. She was still so angry and upset that she decided to go for a walk to try and calm down. Melody went to the nearest park, completely empty in that hour. The memories of the night crushed her again. No, I need to forget about this and calm down. Melody threw her leg back in a ballet leap. She spun on one leg, giving into the beautiful dance that was with her since she was just a kid. She stretched her leg forward and pulled her torso towards the foot, touching it with her fingertips. The dance helped her sort out the whirling mess within her. Not bad, but you still need to work on your technique. Oh my god, you scared me. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh really? However, I applaud you for such a brave dance in a public space. Have we met before? We might have, but not in this city for sure. Melody sat down on a bench and sighed wearily. Rough day? You could certainly call it that. A penny for your thoughts? I don't even know you. Orlando. He outstretched his hand, expecting the girl to return the gesture. Melody. Instead of shaking his hand, she leaned back on the bench. So, can you tell me what happened? No, not really. Last time we saw him, he was at that dance out that we did with Miranda, and he was saying that Americans were primitive for doing a dance battle. So that's your first impression, dude. Congratulations. I don't think it's a good idea. Come on, sometimes a conversation with a stranger helps more than with someone close. Yeah, I'm definitely telling him the short version because he don't need to know all my business because I don't trust this fool as far as I can throw him. Let's be honest. How do I put it? The people I trusted lied to me. How? They didn't tell me about some details we were supposed to coordinate together. Alright, I see you're not keen on sharing details. Hell no. Okay then. Are they at least remorseful? I'm not sure. I'm so confused. Look, I think people often make mistakes they're afraid to come clean about later. And when the truth resurfaces, they feel even worse because they hurt someone. Only then they fully realize what they've done. Where are you going with this? I'd say they didn't really think through what they were doing. The more often you started spending time together, the scarier it was for them to come clean. Eventually they said nothing at all, and now, when the truth is out, they're confused and unsure what to do. They're likely sorry, Melody. So what's your advice for me? Orlando got up from the bench and went towards the park exit. Suddenly, he stopped in his tracks and turned to face the girl. Give them a chance, Melody. Hear them out. When you talk to them, you'll figure out if they're sorry or not. Yeah, who are you? It's the person who was walking by. I saw someone in pain, and that someone's dance showed me how confused their soul was. Melody lowered her head, trying to listen closely to his words. In a couple of seconds, she raised her eyes to thank Orlando, but he wasn't around anymore. What the hell? Melody got up from the bench, trying to see him in the dark, but it was in vain. Why do I feel like that wasn't our last meeting? It wasn't even your first. Maybe I should actually talk to them? Melody looked at her watch and headed to the hotel, adamant in her resolve to figure out the situation immediately. She had doubts she'd catch them in the club, but the long-faced guys were sitting at the bar counter. Melody, you're back. I think we need to talk. Sit down. Joseph gave up his seat for her and stood next to Christian, waiting to hear her verdict. Guys, honestly, I didn't expect you to do something like that. They were silent, they let her talk. Do you want the truth? Yes. If you just offer me to work with you after the contest, I'd be glad to agree. Melody, really sorry, but please, let us explain why we did it. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and hear them out, but... Alright, I'm listening. We're truly sorry it all went down like that. You're sorry it went down like that. At first, our relationship with you wasn't the best, and we decided to teach you a lesson. Let's start with that. Let's start with that. First, our relationship with you wasn't the best. The relationship they're talking about means that she told them off because she was upset that they were strippers, which was, yeah, uncalled for on her part. But she came to them and apologized, and then begged them to let her help them with the contest. It's like, okay, let's do that. And then they not only did this to someone. So think about what they did here. They forced her to work with them, spend all her time where she could be spending working, doing some other things where she's actually making money for the next 5 years. So they're taking up 5 years of someone's time. That's number one. Then number two, they're talking about not paying her at all when they know that she's homeless, because they did this contract thing that happened after. That happened after she told them that she was homeless and with her little sister. And they did this after that point. So let's keep all that in mind. Now tell me, was this in any way balanced at all? Like, that was way out of fucking proportion. That's just the nastiest bullshit I could ever think of. Justin is absolute trash. Joseph and Christian really disappointed me, and I'm really upset with them too. Brandon's always been trash. But Justin is the fucking worst. He was the ringleader in this, okay? This was his plan, okay? The rest of them went along with it, which also makes them trash by association. But I'm just saying, this is absolutely ridiculous. There's no excuse. Even though we've not known each other for very long, we got used to you. You were so kind to us, you tried so hard for us. Eventually, we held a small meeting to decide what to do next, because we didn't want to lie to you anymore. Carlos sat there listening silently as a new member. He didn't know about any of it. We figured out the only way that could make it everything right. The way is to make a new contract, but we couldn't do it in secret from you. So we decided to come clean, but Brandon beat us to the punch. We composed a new contract that corresponds precisely to all of what you were promised verbally. And we won't just share the prize money between all of us. We'll also give you an additional sum that helps you solve your logic and studio issues. And we actually decide it whether you want to continue working with us or not. Because it's our fault and we admit it. Please forgive us. Melody was silent. She was on the verge of crying again. Do I have time to think about it? Sure. She got up and almost ran to her hotel room. That's another thing. I'm sorry, this really pissed me off. So, when exactly were they planning on telling her? So, that's what I was talking about. So, Brandon's like, you know, he's about to come clean. He's about to spill all the guts. And Justin's response is to tell him to shut up and not talk about it. Like, that was his moment to step up and change the narrative, like, for his perspective, and, like, say what he just said. Before Brandon Khan came out and made it really nasty. He had a moment to explain himself then, and he decided once again to not say shit. How long was it gonna go on? Until after the competition? When were they planning on telling me? When? Like, I'm just saying, all that adds up to absolute bullshit. I'm not okay with. I'm not gonna forgive them. like, okay. Okay, obviously I'm not gonna, like, hate on them or nothing or whatever. Stay stupid vicious about it, but, like, that's something you don't forget. You know, these people, they can't be trusted. I will never trust Justin again. That's the kind of shit, I'm never really gonna be good friends with the other ones, because, like, that's just so nasty. If you can do something like that to somebody, that's so nasty. I'm sorry. Like, and this is me after, like, because I first read this on Friday. This is me after 3 days. It's still nasty. After going through and reading it all again, it's so nasty, and I can't get over that. Anyway, as she sat down on the bed, the tears found their way out. Melody heard a knock on the door, raised her head, and saw. May I come in? Of course. Claire squatted next to her. So happy, decided to date Claire instead of all these fools. Because that would have been an absolute nightmare. I swear, if I had been dating, like, Justin or Brandon at this point, I would have restarted the game. I would have restarted. I would have restarted, absolutely. After all the liquor, her gaze was hazy and she wasn't really thinking straight. But that didn't stop her from starting the conversation. About the contract, they'll be sorry they messed with you and me. What do you mean? Melody, I'll try to do everything in my power to help you sort it out. And that damn Ken doll, I dare him to try and touch you again. Claire's a boss, dude. What do I do? Tears were streaming down her face, but she was calm. For starters, calm down and forget about the situation for a while. I'm here, I'm with you, and I'll help you. Got it? Yeah. Melody couldn't hold her tears back and threw her arms around Claire's neck. Thank you. Hush, hush. For a moment, Melody pulled back from Claire to wipe her tears. Claire was ahead of her, touching Melody's face with her fingertips. Time froze for both of them. You look beautiful even when you're crying. Claire touched her cheek, tracing her finger down her collarbone. Claire, don't stop. Are you sure you want it? I want you, please. That moment, Claire, as she knew her bold and daring, disappeared, and there was a new Claire in her place, tender and soft. She held the choreographer's face in her hands and kissed her softly. Their tongues intertwined, their skin was crawling with pleasure. Claire pulled her lover to the floor and got on top of her. She cast her long hair over her shoulder, undressing Melody without leaving short kisses everywhere. Melody wanted to help her, but Claire wouldn't let her. A couple moments later, fully naked, they were giving in to each other. Melody learned how Claire's lean body felt under her fingers, feeling how hot her skin was. Are you playing with me? Just a bit. It's my turn now. Claire got lower and lower, until she got to the choreographer's hips, trembling with desire. As she hit the spot, she pulled her girlfriend closer. With her swift tongue, Claire was pleasuring Melody, who could barely contain her moans. Melody almost screamed when Claire found the spot that drove her to insanity. Melody sank into the euphoria, pulling Claire closer. As she leaned over the girl, Claire kissed her chest tenderly. Sorry, I can't speak. When they finally got to the bed, they passed out immediately, tired from the incredibly long day. Yeah, that was quite an evening. In the morning, Melody woke up to a terrible, terrible hangover, her head splitting in half. That's what y'all get for always going out partying. What the hell? For a moment, it seemed to her the previous day was just a dream. But alas, they're waiting for an answer. Should I stay or should I go? I don't know, but I do know what I would do. I'd be out. But yeah, that's completely her choice, man. That's just really rough. Like, I don't know. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that, because you might have a different perspective than me. But like, from the facts that I was presented with, like, I'm just really appalled and like repulsed. That's this really repulsive behavior. That's not okay. That's not okay, dude. I've always known something was wrong with Justin, but like, that's just a whole number of level. He's fucked up in the head. Something is wrong. Like, something is seriously wrong. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about this Orlando character. I don't know what to make of this cat, but I don't like him. I don't trust him either. I don't know. He gives off like a really like smarmy, snake-like vibe, you know? Not like in a cool snake, like it's like in a snake, like, you know, he's just gonna bite you in the back the moment he gets a chance. I'll just, that's why I want to tell him all the information. Like, I don't know if that would change anything or not, but anytime I have to keep any information from him, I'm not gonna trust this fool. Especially after all, we trusted these people and they just threw it in our face. I'm not gonna trust anybody. No stranger? No. No. She's been way too trusting to begin with. Like, that's just crazy. And that's another thing that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry to go back to this, but it really pissed me off. So, Justin and them allowed her to live in their house. If you're really that upset with somebody to teach them a lesson, why would you let them live in your place? Like, like, they don't even make sense. Like, they don't even make sense. That was just really ridiculous. What was the point of all of that? That was just crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this part right here. This is an absolute mess. Next time, we'll go ahead and finish out this first season so we can go ahead and start catching up to the rest of it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and show that like button some love. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!
You'll always be my nice guy.